Gramps!
So, Saray, you were a survivor from that village.
And our boy Mickey was refashioned into a seraph.
So I was a sacrifice.
You can cry if you want.
Why would I cry? I'm surprised, to be sure, but I'm not sad. And now we know where Mount Hellas is. Now the only thing left is our answer. Right.
So does this mean we've found it?
I know now what path I want to take. Though I'm not sure that counts as an answer.
Very well then. Let's consult with Mayvin once more.
Hey, where'd he go?
Just a little while ago, he was activating the hidden powers of this monolith. He's probably still around here somewhere. You're right. Let's go look for him.
Krass. Also, das ist krass. Wir haben jetzt herausgefunden, wer quasi die Mutter von Saray ist. Und zwar die Verstorbene, die da unten lag. Namen habe ich schon vergessen. Und Mikleo. Von den ehemaligen Hirte, die Schwester, ist quasi die Mutter. Das sah aber so aus, dass der alte Hirte das Kind doch getötet hat. Oder was auch immer da genau geschehen ist. Oder hat er sich selbst umgebracht mit dem Messer, den... Aber ich weiß nicht, ist Malteos wirklich böse? Hört sich jetzt gerade in dem Moment an. Und ja, Heldaf ist der General gewesen. Oder General ist der Heldaf. Der wurde ja auch vorhin von diesen... Ja, von den Soldaten von einer anderen Fraktion Heldaf genannt. Also passt das ja alles. Der Monolith, der die Geschichte wiederholt.
Come to think of it, I wonder how this monolith works. How do you think it activates the Earth in Historia?
Probably because this is an Earth Pulse Nexus, don't you think?
Earth Pulse?
I'll let Terror Firma herself do the explaining.
The Earth Pulse is a manifestation of the power of Mother Nature that permeates the Earth.
Exactly. Logren has been known for centuries as a spot where several branches of the Earth Pulse intersect.
If you're already such an expert, why call on me?
Because when you say it, it's that much more adorable.
Huh. Interesting. So, the Earth in Historia is reacting to the Earth Pulse.
Could you repeat that in English for dumb bums like me?
Well, okay, let's say instead that there's all this water bubbling up here. Then the Earth in Historia would be like a water wheel. When the wheel goes round, it grinds out the record of history, just like it was milling grains.
Oh, okay. Makes sense to me. But then why are the Earth in Historia behaving like a water wheel?
Probably...
I told you. The Earth Pulse is the power of the Earth.
Oh, I see. So if Mount Hellas made the Earth in Historia, and he's using the Earth itself as his vessel, then probably it's the force of his will that's making them do that.
Ah, okay. Weil er ist ja ein ganzer Träger an der Erde. Also Boden, denke ich mal. Beutetrank. Erhöht das Geld, das von Feinden im Kampf fallen gelassen wird. Bei mehrmaliger Verwendung steigt sich der Effekt. Aha. Sehr interessant. Was haben wir hier? Männerschuhe. Schauen wir uns die mal an. Können wir eigentlich verschmelzen. So. Einmal das aktivieren. Und einmal das rote Kraut nehmen. Die Wahrheit.
What a sad turn of affairs. There was more to it than just Heldalf and the shepherd Michael. So many factors converged to bring about that disaster.
What happened to that village was so ghastly, you can sort of see how Michael finally came to do what he did. But still, no one except maybe his closest friends ought to buy "I was in the depths of my despair" as an excuse.
Right. The actions he took that day changed the fates of millions.
That's true. It was his thoughtless curse of eternal solitude that paved the way for Kittybeard to become the Lord of Calamity. Without the curse, old Sourpuss never would have hated the world so much. Never would have wanted it to turn into a world of hellions.
You can't blame the people of Highlander Rollins for seeing him as a monster. But I get the sense that deep down, in his own misguided way, he just wants to bring peace to his country.
Some of the blame, too, has to go to the former shepherd for keeping secret the fact that he'd spirited Mountellus away. Because of that, folks who didn't know the true situation wound up desecrating the shrine and causing Mountellus to transform into a hellion.
That's right. If they'd only talked about it more openly, there might have been better understanding and cooperation.
It also looks like the former shepherd didn't really trust anyone other than his own flesh and blood. To those who believed in the shepherd, I can think of no greater wound.
True enough. He may have genuinely wanted every one of them to be happy. But if he never shared this desire with anyone, then...
Regardless of Michael's circumstances, it doesn't change the fact that what Heldelf did was unspeakably cruel. That he would toss strangers to the wolves just to further his own interests.
None of this comes down to black and white, that's for sure.
Well, Mayvin told us just to feel and experience what had happened. We'll go tell him what we felt.
Das wäre so eine Idee. Und geradeaus ist er.
You're back.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just wanted to make sure the monolith doesn't get damaged. Your thoughts?
No one involved was fully in the wrong, but no one was really right either. That's how it felt to me.
A useful understanding to reach. Now, your answer.
Saray, let us hear your answer to this.
My answer is I want to save Heldelf. The shepherd's job doesn't just boil down to quell the Lord of Calamity, or even clean up the previous shepherd's mistakes. When malevolence consumes seraphim and turns them into hellions, we save them. Yet when it brings misfortune and grief to humans, we say they only have themselves to blame. It doesn't seem fair.
So that is your answer.
Dunno if it counts as one.
There are humans out there just like Heldelf. He just happened to play one part in a cascade of terrible events.
I'm not gonna say you shouldn't sympathize with him. But I will say it would strike me as bizarre to completely let him off the hook for the horrors he brought to such a peaceful village. And what he's trying to do now is still messed up, right?
Absolutely. It's wrong, period, and I will stop it.
But even so, you would save this man?
If I won't save humans like Heldelf, who've had Hellionhood thrust upon them, I'll never see humans and Seraphim live in peace.
I see. So then you...
Really are an idiot.
Yep. Saray is Saray, and we love him for it.
That's right. He couldn't be anyone else even if he tried.
So, Mr. Teller, that what you were looking for?
For such a man, ending his loneliness would be the sole path to salvation. Do you understand what that means?
Taking his life, I would expect.
Saray, can you carry that burden with you?
Indeed. That, even more than your answer, is the crucial matter.
Right. What's important now is whether you truly will not waver. Or rather, whether you truly believe in your answer and are willing to accept its repercussions.
No matter what happens, and no matter what cost.
Wait, are you asking him to prove his determination in battle?
Put bluntly, yes. In order to defeat one who has been abandoned in time, the bonds of strength must be severed. Show me how that is done.
Defeat the one who has been abandoned in time. You can't be talking about...
How to sever the bonds of strength.
So eternal loneliness is a curse, you say? It makes sense now.
Old man.
Now then, show me!
Oh mein Gott, gegen Mayvin eben kurz antreten, um halt Beweis abzulegen, ob wir stark genug sind. Interessantes Bild. Er hält uns mit seinen Projektangriffen in Schacht. Vielleicht sollten wir näher rangehen. Hey, sorry, der alte Kerl hat sicher mehr als ein Ass im Ärmel. Wenn du näher an ihn herangehst, solltest du dabei sehr vorsichtig sein. Okay. Der hat sehr viel Fokus.
Don't hold back! I certainly won't!
But even if there is a way to sever the bonds of strength,
And if we were to actually use it,
Then what would happen to you?
Do you see why it is you waver? Settle this, Shepherd!
Do not let Mayvin's conviction go to waste.
burning red, freezing blue, hail and death!
Muss ich jetzt irgendwas Spezielles machen? Okay.
You'll just start him now! Open the floodgates!
Weiß es nämlich nicht, ob ich irgendwas Spezielles machen muss. Okay. Das ist gerade bei mir ein bisschen laut auf meinen Ohren, aber ich kann es ja zum Glück reduzieren. So. Ich hätte niemals geglaubt, dass ich gegen Mayvin kämpfen muss, um irgendwas zu beweisen. Okay. Einfach nur bekämpfen. Okay. Und jetzt bam. Okay. Oh, geil. Mystische Art hat eingesetzt. Ah, aua! Der wirft mit Galt rum. Oh, jetzt rastet er aus. Jetzt rastet er aus. Nee, wirf mit Trash. Ganz viel Nein, 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 hör auf. Genau. Bam. Das war jetzt ein bisschen dumm. Heilung? So. Renn doch nicht rein! Schieß doch von hinten. Jetzt, zack. Dieser ganze Trash, den auch runterkommt. Er rastet aus. Ich bin paralysiert. Ein Heilmittel. Meine Güte. Das kann doch jetzt nicht wahr sein. Der hat nur noch so wenig Life. So. So, Vorwärtsstürmen.
What I want to see is not a mere display of strength.
so you really are immortal?
You understand by now, don't you, the way to defeat me?
Yes. Turn my friends into attacks with wills of their own, and use those attacks to pierce through the bonds of strength.
What Dazzle said he did.
Then why aren't you doing it? I'm not a Hellion. Even if you make use of that means, your friends will not be consumed with malevolence. You won't admit it. After all, to demonstrate that method upon me is tacit acknowledgement that it is your only option withheld off as well.
But Mayvin, isn't there any other way at all?
No. Even Lila's power is not enough to purify one as consumed with malevolence as he is. You should know that.
Saray. Rose.
If you weigh lives on scales, you will falter at the crucial moment. All the more so if it is your friends' lives in question. But if you do waver, and your wavering leads you to a faulty answer, you may never recover. In this way does virtue become vice.
But if you will die for the answer you truly believe in, even failure will not stop you from rising again. What you should fear is not failure, but rather that fear itself will compromise your belief in your answer.
Lila.
Now then, Saray.
If you intend to make this a farce, then I shall end it. Show me, not just with words, but with the spirit of belief. I shall end this. Luminous Saber! It is a damn shame, Lila. Unfortunately, it looks like they still don't understand. So, it was all for naught.
No, just a little bit more. Even when they resented their own helplessness, even when they grieved for a fallen comrade, even when evil schemed to lead them astray, Saray and his companions have pushed ever on, never losing themselves. Knowing fear, but not malevolence, they came all this way to stand here together.
You're really something.
I don't like having regrets, and I don't like giving them to other people either. Don't you forget it.
Saray, Rose, you paralyzed or something? Going up against Hellions is already life or death. It shouldn't be new to you.
Edna. Zavid.
It's just as they said, Rose. Saray, do you remember what I told you? Back at Lady Lake? I didn't come all this way just to be a liability. I said it before. Do I need to say it again? No.
If the shepherd Saray truly believes in his answer, then surely may he bring an end to the Age of Chaos.
Then show us. Show us your answer.
Saray!
Everyone.
You have good friends, lad.
Darn right. Let's go!
Come at me!
Okay.
Lord of War!
They're resilient. Don't just charge
Was
in.
nun?
Look out!
Ich muss jetzt irgendwas spielen. Drücke LB oder LB.
Mayvin! This is... my answer!
Old man!
Mayvin?
I thought I could hold out until you finished it, but...
Mayvin?
Oh, I'm so sorry it came to this.
You're an idiot too.
You're not wrong, but I have no regrets.
What's going on? What are you saying?
Come on!
It's because I violated the taboo.
If the user breaks the terms of the oath, the special powers granted by the oath likewise vanish.
You should have told us.
Please, do not blame Lila. She merely did what she believed was right for all of you. And it was my decision to make as well.
I believe too. In my answer. And in my friends. And for their sake, I will not waver in what must be done. So there will be no regrets.
is time to say our farewells.
I promise. I'll never forget what you've told me, Mayvin. And I'll teach it to others as well.
Saray, you've... Never did I imagine I would die with others by my side. Thank you.